What a beautiful entrance area. I have fond memories of coming to this park. I remember when we used to come here during the Christmas event. It was great. The whole park wasn't open though, so this is my first time at the whole park being open. With, you know, well, hopefully, fingers crossed for Pantheon. We haven't seen it go yet, but we're not even going to be here for very long. And this is, I guess, the first conventional vlog that I did. I filmed a bunch of stuff and never posted it because I might later. I don't know. It was just a bunch of random clips because we were just running around and riding Alpengeist and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna see about. Was I right about Pantheon? Is it better than Velocicoaster? We'll see. Got my Velocicoaster socks on. This is my first time seeing this area not all Christmassy. Kind of weird. I remember standing here where everyone was so confused that this line was down here because nobody knew that it was a separate ticketed event for some reason, including us.
Everything's so vibrant. It makes me feel happy.
So we have all of these people. All of these people. And 2 security entrances. Security entrance process was pretty quick and painless, I'd say. Now we have to go stand and get into the gate. It's a nice gate. So somebody on Instagram asked me to do like a comparison between Tampa and Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And I'd say one of the biggest differences is like you get like things like this. It's like ornate little entrance with a nice theming. They really focus heavily on the theming here. And I think they excel at it. Whereas Tampa excels at everything else. Roller coasters, animal exhibits, all that kind of stuff. Whereas here it's all about the theming and all about the ambiance. It's you know, themed to different European countries. The food here is better. The coasters are great. They're just not quite as good as the ones at Tampa. Although we'll see. Pantheon, I don't know. I don't think it's going to beat Iron Gwazi for me, but it's basically their Iron Gwazi here. But yeah, we're going to go check out the park. We don't have a whole lot of time here. We're going to see as much as we can. So here's the beautiful entrance plaza, themed to like an English village, I suppose, or just like generic Britain. Last time I was here, this was all Christmassy, so this is really cool. I love the flags. That's the English flag, and that's like the Union Jack. But I think like I have to look that up. There's only a certain time when that's referred to as the Union Jack. Otherwise, it's the Union flag, I believe. I'm gonna have to look that up and throw it up on the screen. The similarity is both Busch parks do have a railroad experience. These trains are absolutely gorgeous. I think they're a lot prettier than the Tampa trains. But I think the Tampa railroad experience is a lot better because it takes you on the large outdoor safari area, which is not dissimilar to something like Disney's Animal Kingdom or Six Flags Great Adventures Outdoor Safari or San Diego's Wild Animal Park in Escondido, California. This one just takes you around the park and you get some really nice views, and it's also a transportation ride, so it has stops that you can get off at different areas, and you get some great views of Pantheon. Unfortunately, we won't be taking the train today because we're really pressed for time in order to get to King's Dominion to meet up with Airtime Mike for the Enthusiasts of Color meetup this weekend, which I think is a really cool thing, especially because it's the Juneteenth weekend. Here's Pompeii. Haven't been on this yet because it wasn't operating when I was visiting. According to Brandon, it's just filled with fire and probably not worth that wait that's over there. So we're gonna skip it. Oh, look at this gorgeous view. You don't get views like this at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Like, it's all lush and green. Over there, the African savanna theme really suits the landscape, just like the European one suits this one. I say landscape, I meant atmosphere. Because Florida, hot and humid and jungly, like Africa, I guess. There's Tim Pesto. I mean, these are really not that great of coasters, but it looks really nice. And there's Apollo's Chariot, such a fun B&M Hyper. Here we are in the Italy section of the park. Nicely themed. That's why, you know, Pantheon is themed to, you know, the Roman god, Apollo's Chariot, and whatever Tim Pesto is supposed to be. All about the beauty and the sight lines in this park. It's very nice. Faster than a train. Pantheon, 37 minutes. That's oddly specific. But I'll take it. It's changed to 65. Oh, here it comes. Going up the spike. Wow. I hear the airtime hill that's currently out of view is like absolutely brutal, which is really cool. There you go. Look, it goes over the top hat without even needing any little trims or booster motors up there like Velocicoaster does. So apparently a gentle breeze is too high of wind for this thing. On this vlog, we're still waiting for Pantheon to open because of winds, which are apparently only 15 miles an hour. As you can see, Tempesto is running. And look, there's the tops of the trees. This thing just can't handle wind, that's all it is. But here we go. They're testing it now, so hopefully that's a good sign. Who's like a ride-op that's watching this? Can anyone explain to me why on earth you would need this many operators in the booth? Okay, so some of them just showed up, but there was 4 people in the booth. There's one there. There's one there. There's 2 on that side. I don't get it. Whatever works. They're sending the trains today, that's for sure. Right then, after a long process of trying to finally get on the ride, and the line is way shorter than it was when we started. Yeah, we're going back on it again. That was incredible. Brandon says it's not running as fast as it can. We were in row 2. Like, the forces on that thing, it's got forces where you wouldn't even expect them to be, which is like really cool. And then, like, you just get yeeted over the freaking airtime hill in the middle of the launch. Like, the launch is not continuous, so it's like, it's got like a booster section, a hill, and a booster section, so it doesn't pull like Velocicoasters. And it's like, I don't know. If it ran a little faster, I think it might be a little closer to Velocicoaster. I see why some people might think it's a little bit better, but I don't really agree. But it's pretty close. The top hat, the drop was crazy. Like, even that slow corkscrew in the beginning is not as slow as it looks from the ground, which is really cool. And then those outer bank turns, they're fun. The stall, they did the stall right this time. It doesn't have that little weird shimmy that Velocicoaster has in the middle of it. And like the anticipation of leaning over the top hat and like how far down it goes. This is such a good ride. I wish I had more time to ride it, but yeah, it's cool. At least the line's short this time. It was like way out to the front, so that works. After we had to wait almost an extra hour for the wind to stop. Right, so we hopped back in line and then it immediately went down for wind. So we got super lucky because they only ran 3 trains and then shut it down again. So we're gonna go ride Loch Ness, come back. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. At least I got to ride it though. It was an awesome ride. Look forward to riding it again someday. I just love the scenic nature walks in this park. We're going to Loch Ness Monster and then we're gonna leave. Go get some Twisted Timbers and I-305 rides. But yeah. There's a food and wine festival going on right now too. It's similar to Seven Seas at SeaWorld Orlando, and I got myself a bubble tea. It was pretty good. Oh look, a horse! It's so cute. It's a Clydesdale. It's like the largest horse or something like that. They used to have them on display a lot at the SeaWorld parks, like when Busch still owned the company. Well, yeah. So you can go in the stable and see them. Like, they don't really have too many animal exhibits at this park. Like for a Busch Gardens park, I was actually surprised when I first came here and realized that they didn't really have that many animals compared to other SeaWorld properties. But in exchange, they do have something alternate to offer. There's Griffin, freaking awesome dive coaster. And then here's one of the last old Arrows credits that I can get. Also repainted Alpengeist. You can barely see it through the trees. I'm not a huge fan. It too closely matches Griffin. It looks okay though by itself. I kind of like the old colors better. But you could paint that thing bright pink for all I care. It's still an awesome invert. So Griffin got a new paint job as well. It looks so nice. It used to look all faded. It's so vibrant now. Oh, I just rode Loch Ness Monster, the first coaster with 2 interlocking vertical loops. And for a really, really old Arrow, that was actually really good. I didn't even know about it. There's a helix in there. You go around like 3 or 4 times in the, like pitch black, and you can just see how close the track is on one side and like sports, and then the rock work on the other. It's like going through Space Mountain. And this is actually not too rough for an Arrow. The drops are nice. It's a nice little adventure. I would imagine this is a really good night ride. I would 100% ride it again. This was actually pretty good. And yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing anything else here today. We're just going to go to King's Dominion. Too bad I don't get to ride Alpengeist. It's right there. It's so close. Oh well, I gotta go find Brandon now.
Alright guys, thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video.